this might be the writing museum or calligraphy museum that, or at least exhibit, that I was looking for. There's numbers on the bottoms of these posters, which clearly indicates the number they're supposed to be viewed in. However, my language is not up to this yet, but I can appreciate changes in language that you'll see soon, and people that do things with language to help the rest of us. And there's a timeline to help the rest of us communicate. I'm guessing that's what this is. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Because I started at the end, as I do normally, and worked my way over backwards to the historical part. So I think the end part that you'll see in a bit, I'm going to speed up a little bit to get there, shows the changes in the language. This is a pretty big exhibit. So here's some examples of stuff. Right? Is that showing differences in the language? I don't know. Okay. And if I step back a bit and go to this one, you do see dates on these. 1948, sorry, and 1949's over here. So I'm very curious what all of that is. 1933 on it. Interesting. So cool. And I think I'm probably going to put in my calendar to come back in a year to this video, maybe 6 months, and see if I can decipher any of this then. I could probably just at that point go on to, it's not the museum though, this is an exhibit within the library. So I don't know if that would be helpful to come back to the library's website. Anyway, so that's this little exhibit. It's just in the center area of the library here, just around the outside parts. So it just goes completely around in a circle. I'm going to go a little bit slower this time. Whee! The whole way around the center area. And then there's a movie studio in here that you can't see, and I'm not sure what they're showing. It's all very mysterious. They're showing something in there. Have dates on them. Down at the bottom there. Everything else. There is a lending library. It looks like 24-hour book lending. Is it books? Let's take a look. 24-hour library outside the Yangzhou Library. So I see books, books, and books. It looks like it is a rotating one. So there's probably other items available. ID card or reader's card. Okay, I can't actually check out the menu because I am not a resident here. Ooh, there's a little bit of language there for you. Da-da-da, check out, green slip, and a whole bunch of instructions. Whew. Go Yangzhou Library. At the hotel room, and although I didn't get into the art museum, I got into the library, which is beautiful, and I wanted to show you the view. So apparently the lake is a lot bigger than I was giving it credit for. Look at that guy. And there's the, that's the, I want to call it writing museum, but it has a much more specific name. Then there's the art museum, and behind that is the library, and the performance center is just to the left of that. So you can see that whole complex over there. It's very, very cool. So there is the lake I showed you from the ground, the Ferris wheel, and I wonder if that's an amusement park. Looks like a tiny amusement park, and then the mall. And then it looks like we have a moat around the hotel. I'm very confused by this moat, but it is rather pretty. So that is where I just was, and I'm going to stay up here for a while to cool down. Thank you for coming on this walk with me.